Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Kevin the Apptrepreneur and thank you for spending a few minutes of your time here with me today. And yes, we are dipping into the messy topic of politics, although in a way that's kind of not political, but it kind of is. You'll see what I mean. So Robinhood has decided that they are going to get into the betting game. Like, you will actually be able to bet on who you believe will be president of the United States. Now, Robinhood is calling it something differently, but make no mistake, this is gambling, and that is what it should be known as. So let's look at this article from Forbes that's written by Derek Saul. Retail investing platform Robinhood debuted a program Monday enabling users to put money on the outcome of the U.S. presidential election, entering a growing market which heavily favors former President Donald Trump next month. Robinhood announced U.S. citizens will be able to buy derivative contracts betting on whether Trump or Vice President Kamala Harris will prevail on Election Day. Contracts which are priced between 0.02 cents and 0.99 cents at close to market implied percentage odds of victory for each candidate, earning a $1 payout if the user correctly chooses the next president. Now, for the record, as of this recording, and yes, I did get into this a little bit. No, I'm not going to tell you who I bought for. You could probably figure it out if you look at my X profile, but I'm not going to get into that here. But at the moment, Kamala Harris is 41 cents and Trump is 61 cents. So, Trump is still technically being favored to win, but this contract price, and again, this is just a bet. This is a bet at the end of the day. It's not a contract, it's a bet. You know, it still favors Trump right now. So, users can buy a maximum of 5,000 election contracts. So basically you can put 5,000 little bets on there. Company spokesperson Christina Trejo told Forbes, meaning Robinhood users can score up to a $5,000 payout if they pick the winning side. I do want to state right now, just so that it is clear, I do not endorse gambling. I especially don't endorse gambling with money like that. Look, if you want to gamble and it's fun and you can do it responsibly, then, by all means, it's your money. We all, have spent it on dumb things that make us happy. But I do not encourage this as a business opportunity, especially since this is such a close election race. And even if we have our feelings about who's going to win, even if we believe we know who's going to win, even if we have conspiracy theories about election fraud or things like that, nobody really knows who's going to win. I need to keep stressing this over and over again, just so that everyone is clear. This is gambling. You're not investing in anything at all. Continuing, the hours of operation for Robinhood's presidential election betting market will slowly ramp up heading into next Tuesday's election, with trading open 8 a.m. East EDT to 8 p.m. the next 2 days before going almost continuously from Sunday through Friday, November 8th. This thing didn't even open for me until today, so this is the first time that I've been able to get in on this. So anyway, the contracts will pay out January 7th through 9th, 2025. Now, why is that date important? Well, because one of the things is that you don't get paid out until the election is certified, and I'm suspecting Robinhood put that provision in there because there is a chance that we're going to have problems with the certification of the election. Again, I don't want to get into politics too much. I really want to stick with the app and what this is and everything. But the thing is, we know that there is, for lack of a better word, people who are disgruntled or unhappy or suspicious. And so that might actually affect how everything gets certified. But in theory, certification should happen January 6th, and then on the 7th and 8th, they will be paid out. And by the way, how does Robinhood make money out of this? Well, basically everyone who bought contracts on the losing end, well, they don't get their money back. So again, this is betting. This is not investing. Robinhood is perhaps the most recognizable firm to launch election betting. See, even this article is saying that it's betting. Joining the likes of prediction market companies Polymarket, Kalshi, and Predictit. By the way, Polymarket is wildly predicting Trump to win. So, for any of you who want to claim bias or something just because I'm pointing out some, maybe some concerning things on that side, Polymarket is largely predicting Trump to win, so there you go. Election betting has become a major talking point this presidential election, earning a shout out from Trump earlier this month. Yeah, in my opinion, he shouldn't be encouraging betting. Though the regulator Commodity Futures Trading Commission has expressed concerns the wagers may threaten election integrity, as voters may be wrongfully incentivized to support a certain candidate due to their bets, though a federal court recently ruled against the CFTC in the case of against Kalshi. And that is an interesting point. I never really thought about that, but would people be interested in changing their votes if they see something like a Polymarket or a Robinhood saying, oh, this president is favored to win, and it's like, oh, well, I'll put like $5,000 into that person, or I'll buy 5,000 contracts, or whatever the heck that would end up costing, and I will now vote for that person because I want to win? Or will they say, well, I was going to vote for this person, but this other person, their shares are cheaper, so I can buy those contracts and I'll vote for that person. Hey, if I win, I win. I mean, this could affect either way. It's kind of crazy to think about. So we definitely are taking a step above like that year where I bet my dad $100 in 2020 that Trump would win, and then he didn't win, and so I had to give my dad $100. So I mean that's basic betting, but this is being done on a much larger scale. Unlike Kalshi, Predictit, and Robinhood, the blockchain-based Polymarket operates offshore. Keep that in mind, folks. Only taking bets from non-US residents. That means it does not have the relatively low limits on individual users, and one French national has almost 30 million riding on a Trump victory in Polymarket. Well, I guess we're going to see if he's going to get that money back. Big numbers. 62%. That's the odds of a Trump win price in across major betting networks, according to the site Election Betting Odds. That's higher than the poll-based predictions models like 538, which gives Trump a 54% chance at victory, and Nate Silver Bulletin, which prices Trump at 52.9%. So, if Robinhood market opens with a 62% chance of a Trump win, that means that users could buy Trump contracts at 62 cents a piece and Harris contracts at 38 cents, scoring $1 a pop if their pick becomes president, netting a roughly 60% return on investment if Trump wins and 160% if Harris does. So, and that's the end of the story. Now, again, we don't want this to become political. Not at all. I mean, it's kind of hard because of the nature of it, but this is business-wise a smart business for Robinhood to get into. Betting is a big thing. It's becoming more and more legalized. I think there's dangers with gambling on apps and stuff, particularly because you have people who are addicted to gambling, and it used to be like if you were a gambling addict, basically stay away from Nevada. Like, just don't go to Nevada. Maybe stay out of Atlantic City and Jersey while you're at it as well. But you could kind of control it easier if you just stayed away from certain places. Now, the gambling is on the phone. So I do wonder how that's going to affect people who have serious gambling issues. And then, of course, yeah, there is the election integrity thing. Will the hope of having a big payout sway people to change their vote for either candidate? I mean, it doesn't have to be Trump. It could be Kamala. Maybe there's like a Trump person who's like, hey, I've got $5,000. I'll buy Kamala at a lower contract price. I'll vote for her. I'm in a swing state after all. This is hypothetical. And maybe she'll win, and then I'll get a $5,000 payout. I mean, it could affect these things. So I don't know if this is something we should be encouraging. And of course, I don't think any president, regardless of the political party, should encourage gambling. And by the way, for those who thought I picked on Trump just then, when Obama encouraged people to buy lottery tickets to help fund schools, it was like, no, lottery tickets are gambling. I think if people have their hard-earned money, unless it's like discretionary and they just get a little thrill out of it and they don't take it too far, they can gamble. But if you have bills and things you need to pay and money's tight, don't gamble. It's not a good idea to gamble at all. But here's the thing. Robinhood recently had their third quarter earnings report, did not do as well as it could, and as a result, the stock is down. I do have shares in Robinhood stock. I want to make that clear. And I bet you the fourth quarter, because of this thing, is going to be extremely lucrative for Robinhood. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were a big push in getting gambling on apps, because gambling they will always win. It doesn't matter which side wins or how much you have to pay out. Ultimately, the company will win. And I'm curious to see if Robinhood leans more into betting in the future, or if they continue leaning more into the stock and investing market as they launch the Robinhood Legends desktop program. I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see, though. I would also like to know, are you going to participate in this betting thing? You don't have to tell who you're going to vote for or who you're going to bet on, but are you going to bet on this? Do you think this is good? How much are you going to do, and what is your rationale for the amount of contracts? I hate that term, but how many contracts you buy? I would love to know, so comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and I will see you later. Hey, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Just a few more things. First of all, the names that you see on the screen, these are our Patreon and YouTube member supporters, and I thank each and every one of them. Their support helps me make exclusive videos for Patreon and YouTube members, as well as keep the channel running, and of course is just of huge kindness to me. Also, don't forget to check out the iCritic-led podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google, Deezer, whatever podcasting service you listen to, it is there. We definitely want to see you there. And hey, there's also other videos that you can check out. So, check out these other channels, these other videos, especially that one. I think that's a really good one.